Hey guys, Jim here, coming back with another video. Today I want to share with you guys this beautiful 1922 Nielsen's Chocolates card that I picked up. Picked this card up from Dylan over at Cards with a Story podcast here on YouTube. And he is also very active on Twitter. And he put this card up for sale. And I thought it would be great to have an example of the Nielsen's chocolates in the collection. And this card, for whatever reason, it just really spoke to me the way cards sometimes do. And what I really love about it is the image, first of all. This beautiful image of Jake Dorbert. I love that he's choked up on the bat like 3 or 4 inches. Love the old uniform, the baggy pants, the socks. Love that you can see the stands in the background there from the stadium. Just an overall great card. So Dylan had it up for sale, and he gave me a good price on it. So I figured I would pick it up. I will leave a link in the description for Dylan. The channel is Cards with a Story podcast. He has an amazing pre-war collection. He's one of my must-go-to guys for seeing amazing pre-war stuff. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description. And so 1922 Nielsen's Chocolates. This one's a Type 2. PSA has only graded 10 of them. They're 120 card unnumbered set, issued in Canada's Nielsen's Big League chocolate bars. They very closely resemble 1922 American Caramel set. The fronts are, I think, the same. The backs are different, but the fronts, I believe, are the same as the American Caramels. The set is anchored by Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, Rogers Hornsby, and many others as well. A lot of Hall of Famers there. So I'll tell you quickly the difference between the Type 1s and the Type 2s. Like I said, this is a Type 2. So Type 2 is unnumbered. Type 1 is numbered. Right down in the left corner here, there's usually a number. Well, there's always a number on the Type 1s. And the other difference is the backs. So on the back of this, you see, this is what the back looks like. So wherever you see Nielsen's Chocolates here, it's printed in a standard font here on the back of the Type 2s. And on the back of the Type 1s, it's printed in an Old English font. So that's another difference between the Type 1 and Type 2s. And so here you can see it says Nielsen's Big League bars contain a photograph of a prominent player in action in either the American or National League. There are in all 120 photographs in this series. Nielsen chocolate bars are guaranteed absolutely pure, made only from pure chocolate, cane sugar, rich milk, and the best of nuts. Always ask and insist on getting Nielsen's. So that's what it says there. And another difference between the Type 1s and the Type 2s as well, both Type 1 and Type 2 are printed on thin cardstock, but the Type 1s, the cardstock is just a little bit thicker, so not quite as thin. And, due to the very thin cardstock on these, cards have survived in less than exemplary condition. So, obviously a higher condition example is going to command a premium. And so, one thing that I really love about, these pre-war cards, I love researching the players and the different, the sets and the different variations. And it's just so interesting how they were distributed and things along those lines. I mean, look at this one was distributed with a candy bar, a chocolate bar. We've got all different ways that cards were distributed. But also to research the player, I mean, Jake Dorbert, he was a great player. And in my opinion, should have consideration for the Hall of Fame. He played first base. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. And his career He played his last game late in September in 1924. Actually played against the advice of the doctor because he was ill, and the doctors told him he shouldn't play. And he played anyway. And right after he became very, very ill, had to have his appendix removed. And on October 9th, 1924, he passed away due to complications from that. So that was very interesting. He's got a .303 career batting average, 2,326 career hits. He was a World Series champion with the Cincinnati Reds in 1919, two-time National League batting champion in 1913 and in 1914. And in 1913, he batted .350 to lead the league. He was also won the MVP of the National League in 1913. It was called the Chalmers Award back then, but essentially it was awarded to the most valuable player of the American and one for the National Leagues. So it has since been known as the MVP award, but like I said, back then it was the Chalmers Award. He's a member of the Cincinnati Reds and Brooklyn Dodgers Hall of Fames. And like I said, I think he should be considered for the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame as well. You know, he was a steady 300 hitter for 10 years of the dead ball era, and he never had less than a .989 fielding percentage. So based on his fielding and his, hitting, I think he should be considered for the Hall of Fame. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. I just absolutely love this card. Appreciate the deal from Cards with a Story. Again, the link to his channel is going to be in the description. That's all I got. Appreciate everyone watching. Bye for now.